Good afternoon. I'm only 8 minutes late. Not too bad today, Joan. One day I might be on time at midday. But for those who know me, they know I am. Oh, sorry, I've had hat head today. They know what I'm like. We rock and roll. It's about midday. I'm sorry if it's not bang on midday. If you're that kind of person where you need everything precise like this, you're probably not a good fit for me. I like to go with the flow. And I teach you to go with the flow. I teach clients to go with the flow. When you get that vibe and that feeling to go live and you're woohoo, do it. Doesn't have to be at 7:05 p.m. every Tuesday night. Yes, you can build a following if you want to be scheduled like that, but sometimes you just don't feel like it, do you? So it's kind of tricky to go live when you're not feeling like going live. But I'll tell you something for those of you, because I know a lot of you have said you're scared of going live. I'll tell you something. Once you have gone live, even though you do not feel like it, you will feel so much better after you've done it. It's weird how it happens, because there's days, you know, I've got a client or I've got to do something. There's days I'm like the same. It's like, can't be bothered, but you gotta show up. Write down now, your face is your fortune on a post-it pad and stick it up where you work. Your face is your fortune. You gotta keep showing up, even when you don't feel like it. Even on those days where you are bogged down with life. It happens to the best of us. Hi there, Cara. How are you doing? Am I in the right place? Tell me I am. I think I'm in Passion to Profit group. Am I, Cara? You can let me know. Okay, so, and I haven't reminded you all, have I, to come on that I was doing a live and I was supposed to. I'm going to do it now. Sorry, Cara, bear with me. And if you're watching this on replay, fast forward a bit. This just shows that even if you're as disorganized as me, you can, look at this on my iPad, it's clearly been borrowed, that you can also, hi Natalie, you can also, Natalie will relate to that, pick up your work iPad and it's full of this. Shows that even if you're as disorganized as me, that you can have a 6-figure business, you can have 5-figure months, you can do it all. You can. Right, what am I doing? Messenger, right. I'll just go and remind everybody, because I did say I would, and I totally just remembered while I was on this call. So talk amongst yourselves. Oh, this thing. Hold on, sorry, get my Like I said, if you're just joining us, hello, Kirsty. Here's my fab ambassador on. Kirsty is a very talented woman who does pet portraits, illustrator and artist. I think that's the word. But she did a great picture for me of a little doggy my brother has. Right, I'm just gonna, sorry. Keeping it real as always. Oh, for goodness sake. There's a teddy now here. It's all happening in the Mad Joan house. Right. For those of you who are just joining, Joan is disorganized. And I did say yesterday I would message you guys and give you a wee reminder that I was doing it. And I forgot. So I'm just going to do that now. I'll just be with you in 2 minutes. Piggy's safely upstairs having a snooze. But thanks, Natalie. You know the Piggy story. For those wondering what we're actually speaking about, Piggy is one of my daughter's little friend, shall we say. Right. Where's my broadcast audience? New broadcast, messenger, post. It's a really exciting one today, isn't it? We'll get started again in a minute. Anti-profit challenge group. We emoji, and let's add a little button to the link just to be helpful so you're not all over the place trying to find the group again. What is the actual, hold on. What is the actual group? Because it's the challenge group. This is how not to do a live. Yeah, Kirsty, you're an ambassador. Keep them entertained. Talk amongst yourselves. I will be right with you. Only a few of you on. You're all fab ladies who are on. Right. What am I doing? Passion into profit. If you're watching on replay, fast forward and use hashtag replay, just so I can keep track of who's actually, oh, there I am, who's actually taking part. Because the ones who aren't are getting kicked out. Right, here we go. Add button, new button, open a website, stick in a website. There. Join here. Join the live here. Done. Job's a goodie. I'm not even going to preview it, so if it comes out looking weird, I'm sorry. Right, let's see if we have a flurry of people suddenly joining us. Get rid of that now. Okay, so singing and dancing as we wait. Shame there's that invite button to join me live's gone. Kirsty, you could have just done that and entertained everybody. Right. Oh, I'm making a cup of, oh, Natalie. I've got my mega cup again today. I like this one. I start off with my little, I've got my routine, that's really sad. Right, I'm going to get going because there's been enough nonsense, but hopefully a few more people will see and join us. Okay, so we have done day one, which was yesterday, which was their goals and how much we're going to earn. Please, if you have not already watched the Q&A session from yesterday, please watch that, because I believe when people ask questions, lots of other people learn from the answers. And some people are too shy to get involved and ask questions, but somebody might ask that question for them. I know myself, if I'm busy in that and somebody's asked a question, I'm like, oh, that's great. What's the answer for that? It's great. The way you learn, isn't it? So please do not be shy today. This is the Q&A session for day 2, task 2. And no question is daft by the one you don't ask. So jump on, ask your questions. You can ask questions in this safe community, in this group, anytime by using hashtag question. Anytime you get a win, no matter how big or small, even if it's just you got a few new followers or you got somebody reaching out to you, you've got a new client, you've got 10 new clients, whatever it may be, use hashtag win, post it here so we can all congratulate you and celebrate together. It's a safe community. We're only here for a week. Let's make the most of it. Mary Ann is watching. I haven't, but I promise I will. Ask a question. Is that what you mean? Anyway, feel free, everybody. Live, pardon me, I put up a thread in the morning. You can, if you're not going to be on the live and you want a question answered, pop it on there. If you're on the live, ask live. And if you're not, then don't. If you're at work and you're watching a replay, then hopefully somebody else has asked your question, or I've covered it anyway. But watch the Q&A sessions, because bar the delay today with the technology, and for me, for actually not blaming technology, it was me. I forgot to send out the message, and I said I would yesterday, so I thought I better do it. Bar that, hopefully you always get something out of the Q&A sessions. So we did the goals, we covered lots about that yesterday. Day 2, today's task this morning at 6 a.m, and quite a few of you have done it so far. I'm very impressed, noting who's done it. So you had to write down how you're turning your passion into profit. If you're struggling with what to do on there, what you're creating online to earn money from, this is where we were kind of having a brainstorm session. And hopefully when you started writing it down, and I know some of you are like, oh, I've forgotten something. Oh, I forgot something. Keep adding it in, keep it going. We've got all day to answer these. I've answered quite a few of them and I'm going to keep going and answer them. The cut-off is tomorrow, so do it today at some point, okay? So we had put down previous businesses. Some of you have never had your own business before, and that's absolutely fine. You've got to start somewhere. And some of you have had several businesses before, and you've probably failed in those businesses, to be honest, or succeeded in some, but you've got to fail. You've always got to fail your way to success. It's how it happens. Nobody, like I said yesterday, nobody is hugely successful who has not experienced failure. It's not failing, it's like something that's teaching us something. And I have failed, I'm not ashamed to admit it, so many times with so many businesses. But I've also succeeded with quite a few businesses too, and some very successful businesses. Anyway, so previous businesses, it's interesting to read through your comments, and I'm going to go and read through some more after this. Past jobs. Some of you are brand new and have only had one job. I remember somebody reading somebody had only had one job. Surely that's a good thing. Do you know what my take on that is? And I'll be brutally honest. Back in the day, it used to be a really good thing. Oh, trustworthy, reliable, in for the long run. It's changed now, I'm afraid. You staying in the same job for 40 years and getting your gold watch. Those days are kind of going and gone, really. You know, people aren't rewarding the commitment and the staying the same. It's a different world. The generations, we're changing. People want flexible income. They want fast income. They want to work when they want to work. They want to choose when they work. Like, you know, you've got flexible Fridays at some workplaces. You've got come in dressed as you want. You've got work from home days. Some companies do that. Life is changing, and the younger generation, the thought of working the same job for the next 20, 30, 40 years is like, really? No way. They cannot be contained like that. Maybe I'm just really young, I was born in the wrong generation, because I'm like that. I've always been out and about. I've always been my own kind of boss. Even when I've had a job, it's always been out in the field on my own, working autonomously. I think I was right first time. But when I did go into business development, because I worked as a business development manager for several companies, when I was in the office, I felt like a caged animal. Can anybody relate to that? If you're an entrepreneur, you may have that feeling too, where you're just like, I can't cope being told what to do every step of the day. You've got the two mentalities, right? You've got your employee mentality, where you're waiting. What am I going to do next? Tell me what to do, I'll do it. What am I going to do next? Tell me what to do, I'll do it. And you've got your entrepreneur mindset, which is you decide and you do it. You can have accountability with somebody, you can buddy up with somebody, you can find a mentor, coach, but you have that accountability. Or maybe you manage yourself with your accountability if you're really driven, which is great as well. But past jobs, I was looking through them. Some of you have got some great experience that you could be making money from. You know, if you've done a good job in a past job and, you know, it's something you enjoy doing, like maybe you're really good at typing. Maybe you're really good at being organised. If you are, give me a shout. I need a PA. But if that's something you're good at, have you considered becoming a VA? You know, it's a huge thing. There's loads of VAs out there, and there's loads of businesses, and it's a rising trend, because the more online businesses, the trend is like this. So many people are going to start a business in the next 5 years from home. It's the way it's the way life is going, right? But there are so many opportunities for VAs. There's so many opportunities to make money online: affiliate marketing, network marketing, starting up on your own, starting up a product-based company, selling on Etsy, using Pinterest to get followers, lead generation for whatever, working for somebody doing lead generation. There are so many opportunities. What I'm more about is, although I've got to the top of 2 network marketing companies previously, well, one from the top and one at the top. And that, by the way, is why I decided to do this, to start helping, because the strategies I use work for any niche. And that's why I wanted to help more women make money online. And yes, I'm learning. I've spent tens of thousands learning to get to where I am now. I don't think you ever stop learning. By the way, can I just tell you, my Fitbit's at almost 16,000 today already, because I was out for a walk with a friend and then I kept going. And I was like, I'm gonna hit the 15,000 because I was my AirPods, and I love it because I get so engrossed in what I'm learning about for business. It's quite sad, really. Anyway, win-win. So your past jobs can count for stuff, especially if it's your boss says you do a good job, or people tell you you're good at that, or you enjoy it. Do you lose yourself when you're in spreadsheets? Some people do. I don't like spreadsheets. I'm not that kind of person. Very creative, very entrepreneurial, great ideas person, not so good with the whole detail, all the bits. But some people are fantastic at that. And people like me will use you kind of people to help me run my business efficiently. I need somebody organised and keep me right and what I'm doing and stuff. I have 3 mentors at the moment, but I think you've got to invest in yourself to grow. Just in somebody that's a bit ahead of you. It doesn't need to be millions of miles, multi-million Richard Branson. Just somebody who's a bit ahead of you in the field that you want to grow in. But past jobs, if you're enjoying it, if you've been told your boss says you're really good at it, you enjoy it, you lose yourself in that time, why not make money from it? Why not become a VA? Why not, learn if you're great at writing? Why not, this is moving on to the next field, which is other hobbies. I know somebody put writing, the creative writer. I mean, that's another great thing to do. There's so many opportunities for writers these days. Or if you just enjoy it as a hobby, writing poems or whatever it may be, you can make money from that for sure. I mean, people are screaming out for good content writers for social media posts, social media, another Jonism. But people are screaming out for these things, good content. You can do a course on it. You can grow, you'll keep growing and learning. Absolutely, Kirsty says, I love learning, you should never stop. Never, ever, ever, ever stop. No, you're never going to know it all. Never, never, never. In fact, I read something that recently, you could dedicate the rest of your whole life to learning about something, you still wouldn't have covered like that much of what there is on the internet. So basically, don't become an addict, a self-development addict or a learning junkie, but you got to be taking action as you learn. But yeah, other hobbies that we looked at. Let's see what other hobbies we've got on here. Let's have a look and see. I did look through some of them and commented, but let's see what else there is up here. And let's get some brainstorming done. Is this helping? Is this, even doing the exercise, did that help a little bit? Like, make you think about all the different things you've done in life? Whether it's business, why is this not coming in now? It's on caps lock, that's why. Did writing out help you? Okay, so let's see what we've got. So Natalie, yeah, photographer. Being a nanny, midwifery, obviously babies, good thing. I mean, you could start a course online or an online program teaching people about the run up to giving birth, or I don't know, all the ins and outs, breastfeeding, stressed mums who are scared of the birth happening, or I don't know. I mean, there's loads of angles in that you could do a course on. Children's nanny, teaching behavioural things for kids, but niche down. We're going to speak about niching tomorrow, but niche, really important, but niche down on a particular type of kid. You got hobbies, horse riding. Again, is that something you really enjoy and are good at, that you could help others get into? Do a beginner's course, piano, guitar. Photography, you're a great photographer. I know you specialise in babies, so that's definitely something I would be teaching other women who are passionate about photography, who want to start their online business and teaching photography and making the shots brilliant of the babies, because you've done some fantastic work out there. Yeah, you want to develop your newborn photography business. Absolutely, absolutely, and get yourself out there. And teach others, teach others worldwide. It doesn't even have to be local, because online there are all these platforms now. You can do it online and be interactive and I would always recommend having some human connection in your course, because like I said yesterday, having a course that's just a course, great for passive income, but it is changing now. People, in my opinion, you can do courses and courses, but unless you have a bit of support when you get stuck, or a bit of support within the group or something, human connection, you probably don't finish the course, or you struggle through it. So always I teach to have some human connection, and it is changing, I'll tell you now. Social media is changing, the whole automation thing, yes, there's a place for it, but you can grow a hugely successful business organically without all the expensive Facebook ads, without all the techie stuff. You can still, yeah, you would need a sales page, a funnel, and you can cover that, but that's just a sales page, for those who don't know, is just a thing you put out there that tells them about your online program or course. Okay, your content writer, could be somebody in here, they will then write the content for you, or you can learn how to do the content yourself. Basically, in a nutshell, you're speaking to their pain points. We're going to cover a lot more about this tomorrow, but when you're writing your content, social media, you're always speaking to your ideal client's pain points, but that's tomorrow. So who else have we got here? Tues Q A, I love how you are helping others. Good on you. I think the more you help others, the more you'll get out of this. In fact, I know I'm going to announce the winner today of the person who added the most people into the group. But I would also, when I was out doing my 15,000 steps, not that I'm getting out there, but I'm also going to do another prize, which I'm going to announce on Friday, for the person who has been most engaged this week and has given the most value. So that is helping other people. You may know the answer to somebody where they're struggling. You may have an idea for somebody when they're brainstorming. So don't be shy. The more you give, the more you get. Okay, so Susan's laughing. Sure, you can't make money from drinking. You know, I was saying you could be a wine connoisseur, but the other thing is, should be more cocktail driven, she says. But seriously, I bet there's a place for that as well. I bet there's a place for, hello Jamie, we have a man in the house, whoop whoop. See, I called you a man there, Jamie, woohoo. But you, there's a place for everything. I bet there's a course you could teach people on how to make cocktails, how you could make cocktails look beautiful from home for your party. You could niche down and be really specific, and that'll sell. Trust me, it'll sell. You can find everything, all the information you need on the internet or in books. It's all out there, right? But the people pay because the time it's going to take them to put it all together and find it and put it in the right order, that could take them 5 years, you know, if they're trying to build a business or something. So they pay for that whole sequence and piecing it all together. They pay for the human interaction. They pay for you, the hand-holding, the support you'll give them along the way. So you can have your passive income product, and that can sell. But then that's fine for like a cheat sheet or a smaller thing. But when you're creating the online courses, programs, you've got to have that human connection. That's how they're going to sell. And you're always niching down, which we're covering tomorrow, on your ideal client, so it speaks to them. Like I said, we'll do more about that tomorrow. Who else have we got? Just reading the comments. Anna Thornburn. Let's have a look at your one while I drink my massive mug of tea. Past jobs: lifeguard, fitness instructor, studio instructor. I think it's studio, is it? Studio, I think so. Fitness manager, active schools coordinator. Crikey, you're making me tired reading this. Other hobbies: skiing. Did that recently, first time, probably last time. Horse riding, cycling. Outdoorsy. Brilliant, Anna. So I mean, wow. I mean, you can read that and see yourself all the different things Anna that she's passionate about. Which one do you enjoy doing most? You speak about a triangle. It's the passion, joy, profit triangle. Okay, so if you think one side is the passion, how passionate you are and how much you enjoy it. The other one is the profit, how much money it's going to make you. What did I say? Passion, profit, and what did I say? Passion, profit. It's gone out of my head. Value. Passion, profit, and value. That's actually what I meant to say. So how much you're passionate, your value, how much you're going to make from it, the profit, and the value it's going to give people. Because we do want, yeah, we're making money, but we want to help people in life as well, doing what we're doing. The more people you help, the more successful you're going to become. So, I would ask you, Anna, which one do you enjoy doing the most? And then I would work out your triangle, your passion, profit, and value triangle to see which one is going to sit in the middle of the triangle and give you the best outcome for all three. Yeah? But I mean, from that outdoorsy stuff, there's so much you could do. I mean, fitness coach, you can become a fitness coach, you can become a health coach. I know people are making 6-7 figures doing this. Health coaching, fitness coaching, relationship coaching, whatever floats your boat. But with your skill set, in the past jobs you've done, it's a no-brainer. Anna's saying, seems like I should be jacking skincare and going back to sporty things again. How about how to keep your skin looking beautiful when you're so outdoorsy? How to maintain your skin for the wild outdoors. I don't know, something along those lines. If you enjoy skincare, if that's what you're into, but you can make money from, it's all like in the same kind of direction there. There's so much you could do with that. Does that help a bit? Becoming a coach of some description, fitness, not even a coach, being a fitness instructor online. I mean, if you pre-recorded a load of videos and did a 2-week challenge or a 2-week paid challenge, you're just charging like 49 quid or something for the 2 weeks. How many people do you think would join that? Yes, obviously, before you do this, you need to build your audience. That's really important because you can have the best launch ever, but if nobody's watching, it's not ideal. But I hope this has given you food for thought. I hope this is helping other people start thinking outside the box of all the different experiences they've had in life and what they've done. Right, so that was Anna. Let's see who else we've got. Yeah, but you could pre-record the videos of doing different easy steps. You can even target it on mums, and again, we're speaking more about this tomorrow, but like mums who are really knackered and don't have time in their life. I mean, that can relate to a lot of people who don't have time in their life. Or you could aim it at professionals who don't have time in their life to do their health. They're in at 7 in the morning, they get home at 8 at night, and they don't have the time. So it could be like 10-minute bursts that are going to help them lose weight, or it's going to help them feel healthier. And you do it with them, it's pre-recorded. And then you come on live and answer questions. Or you do a live Zoom call where they come on the call with you. You could have Voxer, they got unlimited support. I mean, there's so many different options to when you're putting together an online program. You've got to do with what works with you naturally. Here's Tracy. I feel like I've done more. Forgot care work when I was doing my degree. Previous businesses, online rubbish, rev share, rubbish, publish, online publisher. I can't read that, sorry. Could be my eyesight. Self-employed science teacher. Past jobs, science teacher, riding instructor, bar work, shop work. So you've got a lot of experience in working with humans, human connection. Volunteering for various schemes, reception work. Okay, so you're good at probably building rapport and instructing and teaching. So a teaching workshop would be a good idea for you. In what? That's the question, the multi-million-dollar question. What do you enjoy doing? What did you enjoy doing as a kid? What do you lose yourself in? Your hobbies are riding, music, travel, and being a mum taxi. Can relate to that, and I only think it's going to get worse as they get older. You could start a mum taxi business for your area. You could. I know somebody in South Africa who's actually doing that. Who knows, it could be the next Uber. But this is more tailored to online. What I'm speaking about is making money from home online, being able to work from anywhere, that laptop lifestyle, and all that other crap you hear out there. Riding, are you good at riding horses? Is that something you could look at? You were a riding instructor before, so I'm kind of guessing you are. I mean, there's a niche right there. Who's really interested in learning how to ride their horse? Who needs to learn a 5-day course on how to care for your horse properly? How about how to teach your horse, how to bond with your horse? You've got a horse that's kicking off everywhere. How do you build that relationship with your horse? Horse behavioural techniques. How to master a certain jump. I don't know much about horse riding, can you tell? But you get what I'm saying? There's so many different things you could niche down on and do a course on. It could be a 3-month course. It could be a year-long membership where you work with them in a group coaching programme. Does this help? I don't know if you're on the call, Tracy, but hopefully it helps give some ideas for other people. So there's loads of different things. I'm not going to go through every single one. I will go through every single one and comment on them, or Kirsty will, my lovely, lovely ambassador. I'll just do Cindy's one before we go. Hobbies is making animated videos. Love that. So there's a niche right there. There's a market right there for that. If that's what you enjoy doing, Cindy, you could so create a course on teaching people how to make standout animated videos for their business. Yeah, that's a great market. And I'll tell you, video is going nowhere. Video is where it's at. This is why I always teach that you must conquer your fear of doing lives. Start with pre-recorded videos if you want, although I actually think it's easier doing lives, because if you're doing a pre-recorded video, you could retake about 100 times and then give up. Whereas if you're doing a live, you're live, you gotta keep going. So it's a good in at the deep end, tough love, Joni approach. No problem, Valria. I will see you later, my love. But yeah, hope that gives you food for thought and has helped you. Keep coming with keep screenshotting your homework and posting in the group. Remember, there's going to be a prize for the person who engages the most. The prize for the person who engages the most and gives the most value this week is going to be another 1-to-1 with my good self, where we will do a social media audit. We'll have a look at your stuff, what you're doing, where you may be going wrong, and try to work out a strategy moving forward for you. So that is today. Keep going, keep thinking. Things might come to you through the day. Oh, I did that when I was 18. Oh, I quite enjoyed that. Oh, I forgot about that job. Like me, I've moved around a lot. I get bored easily. That's it in business. Sounded wrong. Okay, so tomorrow we are speaking about niching down and your ideal client. And it's going to be good because it's a really, really important part of marketing. So once we have figured out what we're actually going to base your business on, and you might not know it tonight, but hopefully from doing this exercise, it's going to start the wheels rolling. Is that what they're saying? It's going to start you thinking about, I could do this. I could make money from that. She's got a point. What did she mention? No, let me watch that bit again. Go back, watch again. Take notes, listen, get ideas, get creative, go for a walk, get ideas flowing. There's so many things out there you can do and make money from, and do this exercise and see where you're at. If you're totally struggling, again, drop it in the comments. Use hashtag question anytime for a question, and use hashtag win for any win. You might just have a breakthrough moment of, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, I love it. Win, hashtag win. Let's share, let's celebrate. Let's test it and see if it's a market. Do other people think that's a good idea? Or do they think, nah? Sharing is caring. Okay, so tomorrow we're moving on to the ICA. We're going to have fun with that tomorrow. Okay, so catch up if you haven't caught up. Kirsty, my lovely ambassador, myself, we're not going to be commenting on any more day ones now. So if you haven't done day one yet, you can still do it, it's still there, do it, but you won't get our feedback on it. Because it just gets too nuts trying to do everybody's. Not so bad this time with a smaller group, but when it's like 600 odd, it gets a bit crazy. So there we have it. Any questions? There were no questions in the post I put in at 9 this morning. So I presume you all know what you're doing, which is awesome. Let me see, just check and see if there's, hello, Flapjana. Let me see if there's any questions about anything. Jamie's asking, how much are mum, dad taxi rates? I do not know, because I only have 3 under 8. But can anybody else help with that? I can imagine it's I suppose it depends if it's a Friday night weekend. I suppose you'd have to raise your rate a bit, wouldn't you? I mean, that's like key time, isn't it? Varia's off. We've got a few more people joined, but there's no other questions today. Awesome! So you've all got your ideas figured out. You've done your exercise. You've done task 1, task 2. You know what you're doing. Fab! Seriously though, ask questions. The only question you don't ask is the one that is daft. That is the only daft question, right? It's a community. It's a safe place. Share, share, share. Hashtag question, hashtag win. And I'll put a post up again tomorrow morning for questions ready for tomorrow's live Q&A. If you're not going to be on it, if you're going to be on it, then just ask your question live. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it real. And I will see you at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for day 3's task. Catch you then.